Adeshewa sat on her porch, the afternoon sun casting a warm glow over her neighborhood. Her gaze drifted toward the charming young man next door, Abayomi, who was tending to his garden, his shirt clinging to his toned frame. A knot of longing twisted in her stomach, but she quickly averted her eyes, pretending to be engrossed in her book. She had developed a habit of hiding her feelings, a protective shield against the vulnerability that came with crushing on someone like Abayomi. "Hey, Adeshewa," he called, looking up with a smile that made her heart race. "You want some tomatoes?" "Oh, no thanks," she replied, her cheeks warming. "I'm good." As she forced herself to focus on the pages of her book, her thoughts raced. Why was she so shy? Why couldn't she just tell him how she felt? Instead, she masks her feelings with playful banter and disinterest, hoping to somehow find the courage to open up. One day, while wandering through the market, Adeshewa's curiosity led her to the mysterious Mama Abini, an old lady known for her peculiar powers. Adeshewa had heard tales of her magical abilities, but she dismissed the stories as mere folklore. Yet, when she approached Mama Abini's stall, a mischievous idea struck her. "Young lady," Mama Abini said, her eyes sparkling with wisdom. "What brings you here?" "I was just wondering if you could make me a potion to make Abayomi fall in love with me," Adeshewa said, half joking. Mama Abini narrowed her eyes, sensing the girl's flippant attitude. "Love is not a game, child. It requires sincerity." Adeshewa smirked, her playful spirit getting the best of her. "Oh, come on. Just a little fun. I promise I'll be nice." Without warning, Mama Abini flicked her wrist, and Adeshewa felt a sudden chill. "Consider this a lesson in truth, my dear. You will speak only what is true, whether you wish to or not." "What? Wait, no." Adeshewa protested, but the old woman had already turned away, leaving her bewildered. The next day, the effects of the spell became apparent. As Adeshewa prepared to meet Abayomi at their usual coffee spot, her heart pounded with anxiety. She tried to rehearse the lies she typically told herself to hide her feelings, but they evaporated like mist in the morning sun. "Hey, Adeshewa." Abayomi greeted with a warm smile as he slid into the seat across from her. "Hi, Abayomi." She paused, feeling the weight of the spell. "I really like you, and I think you're wonderful, and I want to be more than friends." To her surprise, Abayomi didn't recoil. Instead, he leaned in, intrigue dancing in his eyes. "Wow, I didn't expect that. I thought you were just being friendly." Adeshewa's cheeks flashed. "I was, but I can't pretend anymore. I've liked you for a long time." "You're being honest," he said thoughtfully. "I appreciate that. Most people hide their feelings." Their conversation flowed effortlessly from that moment, and Adeshewa began to realize the power of her forced honesty. As days passed, she found herself navigating life with a newfound clarity. When her friend Tolu asked about her feelings for Abayomi, she no longer deflected. "I like him, Tolu. I really do," she admitted. "Good for you." Tolu grinned. "You should tell him." Adeshewa's relationships began to shift. With her family, she found herself expressing her frustrations and joys, leading to deeper connections. "Mom, I've been feeling overwhelmed with school," she confessed one evening. "I need your help." Her mother's eyes softened. "I'm here for you, Adeshewa. You can always talk to me." However, the truth was not always easy. One afternoon, she confronted Abayomi about a misunderstanding that had been weighing on her heart. "You seemed distant last week, and it hurt my feelings," she said, her voice steady. "I'm sorry," he replied, visibly taken aback. "I've been dealing with some family stuff. I didn't mean to pull away." This open dialogue brought them closer, creating a bond built on honesty. Yet, the spell's weight was still heavy. There were moments when she wanted to retreat into the safety of silence. particularly when Abayomi's past relationships surfaced in conversation or when insecurities crept in. "Adeshewa, are you okay?" Abayomi asked one evening, noticing her distant expression. "I'm just scared," she confessed, her voice trembling. "What if you realize I'm not as fun or interesting as you think?" "Adeshewa," he said softly, "I like you for who you are, truth and all. You don't have to pretend with me." As the weeks passed, Adeshewa learned to embrace her truth, even when it hurt. She discovered that honesty not only deepened her connection with Abayomi but also empowered her to stand firm in her own identity. One day, while sitting together at the park, she took a deep breath. "I need to tell you something important." "Go ahead," he encouraged, his eyes locked on hers. "I've learned that being honest isn't just about what I say, it's about being true to myself. And I want you to know that I care about you deeply." Abayomi smiled, his warmth enveloping her. "Thank you for sharing that. I care about you too, Adeshewa." As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over their surroundings, Adeshewa felt lighter, freer. The spell had forced her to confront her fears and embrace her truth, paving the way for authentic connections. In the end, Adeshewa realized that while the truth could hurt, it also held the power to heal, strengthen, and transform relationships. As she and Abayomi walked hand in hand, she knew that honesty would guide her path forward, one filled with love, understanding, and genuine connections. Thanks for watching. What moral lesson have you learned so far from the story? The sting of sincerity. Kindly let us know by dropping us a comment. Like and share for more interesting storytelling videos like this.